This conference will now be recorded.
All right. You all can hear me fine, right? Everyone can hear me okay? I know I have some audio issues last few days or few months. I just want to make sure you're all could hear me.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So thanks everyone for joining the session today. This is the demo session for the upcoming AWS Cloud Enablement Program that's starting on Saturday. And with me, I have Vijay Ramchandran, who is my partner, and we have other partners who couldn't join. Two other trainers who are also part of the team, they couldn't join. They're in the India time. Of course, we are here in. So before we go further, right again, as I said, I thank you all joining in the evening time. Before we go into the details about the curriculum and the program itself, I just want to talk about the company a little bit. It won't take long. I think we can finish it off by 7:45. Should be sufficient. I have shared this document with all of you anyway, but I think it will be, it will be good to just have a conversation in the call itself. So if you have any other questions, okay. So before we go further, right, let me just quickly go over the company that we part of it, right? So our parent company is Predactica.com. Can you see the screen? It's coming up. Okay, this is the one. You see the screen, what I'm presenting, right? So this is our parent company called Predactica, which was kind of launched in 2016. What we do, we are a product company. We are a AI/ML product company, and we have few solutions. If you see here, right, there are ML Studio, CX Studio, and there are few products that we have launched on the in the market. That is how we all started. And last couple of years, we have kind of expanded to the what you call cloud and big data servicing side, right? And this is where our expertise comes in picture. Vijay, myself, and a few others that we run this program, right? We are industry experts. I have been here since 1995, 96, more than I want to be. I've lost count of the years, but anyway, that's my big data and cloud is one of my major expertise. I even currently I even work. I'm a in the industry practitioner. It's not just we train, we are also working in our own area. Same thing goes with Vijay and the other two trainers who will be joining coming Saturday, right? So four of us, we will be working with you for the next 6 to 8 weeks to make sure you learn this technology end to end. So that's our goal. As I said, our parent company is Predactica, and the second company which focuses on this cloud enablement is called KPO Partners, which you might have seen in the either in the what you call emails that you got, right? So these are the two companies, but as I said, the parent company is Predactica. We have close to 30 consultants right now who are proficient or who come from cloud and big data area. The way we are different from the other training or any placement companies, we are the actual practitioners in the field. We exactly know what the industry needs, right? And other thing we do, our preparation is different in the sense we don't just teach something more conceptual or theoretical. Right from the very first class, we get into the lab, the things that you will actually do at your workplace. Okay, that's the major difference. Apart from that, folks, those who, I know a lot of you folks are interested in, of course, getting the job, getting to the market, and either change your career or start a new career in cloud, right? So in that respect, we do placement ourselves, but to make that happen, we have a very strong, very methodical, I would say, procedure or approach to get there, right? So as I said, 6 weeks is the initial enablement program. Then we quickly get started with the interview preparation, which is very much geared towards making you successful in the interview, right? See, just theoretical knowledge is not enough, right? to be able to translate that to actual project knowledge, to be able to express it, to narrate it, and to be successful in the interview, right? That's one thing we do it very well. And we pretty much, place people almost every week in our practice. So, and we have been getting better and better, right? Again, I'm not saying, hey, we have been doing this for last 10 years. I mean, we started this training program 5 years back. I started myself starting 2015. That time I was training primarily big data. I have trained more than 350 students in Dallas Fort Worth area, primarily, right? Then last couple of years we have focused on cloud, since that's the way every industry, every company is going, right? So now we have combined big data along with cloud, and we call it full stack development, right? This is where we call it, it's full stack development, or the AWS full stack developer, which has three distinct components. We'll go over that. So that's the kind of brief background where we are coming from. Any questions so far, or Vijay, you want to add anything?
Yeah, I spoke to a couple of your folks. Okay, Predictica is a product development company. We have our own ML platform to help us customers in their entire analytics journey. Okay, this is a kind of focusing on the cloud technologies and services. Okay, so our objective is not training or placement. Okay, our objective is to build a team next year, and we will be taking our own projects. So this is one of the strategies we have nailed out, wherein we can um onboard known people from our circle, and we enable them in their technologies, and also help them in their project. Okay, so that in next 1 year, these 15 or 20 our own people will be working for various customers in various locations. So all these people will be working as an ambassador for our company KPO partners, so that next year when we go to the market for project, people will know that, hey, there's a company called KPO partners based in Dallas. They have product division also. This is a cloud service division. They have very good consultants in working in the cloud space. So we want to build the brand. That's the reason of starting this initiative. It is not no train some people just for the namesake and push it to the market, gets a couple of dollars. No, that is not our business. Okay. So I spoke to a couple of your folks in the past, but as in an open forum, I want to make sure that we are all aligned. Objective is to get the good folks who can work as an ambassador for us, so that it will help us to get the project. So when we start the project, we don't need to go outside to get people, right? We have our own people who are well enabled, who got a good experience with various customers. We can onboard easily. So that is our goal. Hope
And
it makes sense to all.
yeah, and this works out again win-win for both of us. It's not just we are just building the company, but the way you approach it, right? It's not typically we train it and place it, and hey, you take care of yourself. No, so we are here to support you so that you become a good developer, architect, consultant, whatever you call it, right? In your position, right? Do a good job in your work, and and we do realize or do know that, right? For you to be successful, you need to be you need to have the required, whatever I would say, compensations and all that stuff, right? So those we all understand. So we want to make you make you realize that, or make you realize that you get what you want, right? You get what you deserve, right? So those things are also taken, because we know the market, right? It's not just, hey, we'll try to just take some few people, train it and place somewhere, right? We just ignore it. That's not the goal. That way, that's typically consulting companies are they do work that way. But our goal is, since it's different, right? Our approach is also different. How we work with our people. Okay. Just to give a background.
And we have a team back in India to support in your project once you're on project. So we want to make sure that you guys succeed, so that we succeed. Yeah, we
And
can.
absolutely. So we can go ahead. Yeah, we can continue on this. So all right. So this is again, we talked about this, what our product is, or what our company is, and what are the, what does KPA partner is, right? As I said, Predactica is our sister concern, right? We have two cloud-based AIML products. That's, I showed you the Predactica.com, right? And we have experienced US and Indian-based team, right? Myself, Vijay, we have a couple of other folks who couldn't join. In fact, one of them will be starting with the training on Saturday morning. Okay, I mean, he has like 6 to 7 AWS certifications. He will be starting with your platform engineering, right, on the Saturday morning. We have close to 30 AWS big data consultants. They are working in local, as well as, of course, everybody is local at this point. Nobody is going to office, but they are there, right, to support you guys. And they are all, they are all part of the what you call cloud technology group, right, where the technology discussion can happen with them as well. The fourth part, which is the Cloud Center of Excellence, what I call it, right? This is where the training material, of course, but the main thing is the project case studies and interview prep material, right? And the way we prepare it, that is the key for the success, what I've seen, because myself and Vijay and many of you probably, right, I've been in the market or maybe working for many years. What makes candidates or people successful after training or enablement is how you approach the job, right? How do you narrate your projects, how do you talk in the interview, right? So that depth has to come, right? People get certified on the AWS. I've seen many people who are certified, but they don't know how to solve the problem. So that's what is the major difference, what we will be talking about, right? I'm sorry, Supriya, you are not able to hear us. Let me see. You are mute, Supriya. Okay, maybe, or let me text her.
Any questions from anyone? Are you able to hear us? Supriya Sripriya, right? She just mentioned that she is not able to hear us.
I'm just texting her to make sure she can join back or something.
Okay. If you are able to hear us, can you just ping in the chat window? Whoever is able to hear us. Okay, very good. Yashwini, thank you, Yashwini. Thank you, Supriya. Thanks, Karthik. Thanks, Inav. Thank you, Lango. Aishwarya, can you hear us? Dayanadi, thank you. Thank you, Aishwarya. Good.
Asking her if she can join over the phone as well, if she can.
Okay. Thank you, Jerry.
Let's see. Okay, great.
Okay, perfect. Yeah. Cool.
Okay.
How about Sripriya? You can hear us, right? Sripriya can't hear. Supriya can hear?
Yeah. Let's see. Hopefully she can join back. Let's see. Oh.
Yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, maybe she will join back.
Okay. All right. So with that, any questions so far? Again, these are just the background we already talked about, right? Third thing, right? Maybe Vijay, you can talk about this part, right? Cloud engineering enablement program a little bit then.
Yeah, perfect. Yeah, thank you. So what is the unique about this program? Okay, as Radhikant mentioned, we are all practitioners. Okay, we are working in the industry for quite some time. We are still working with major customers across the globe in the cloud technologies and related areas. So this one is focused on what is needed for the industry. There are 100 plus AWS services available for various use cases. Are we going to go through each and every one? That is simply impossible. But we clearly know what is lacking in the industry, what is the industry needs. I take every other day I take a couple of interviews. Okay. So I exactly know what is needed in my projects and various programs. In another 20, 30 accounts, I take the interview. Okay. I'm building a practice for my organization. So based on the industry needs, we have formulated this program. Hey, these are the 15 or 20 key services are being used for any projects with any customer. Okay, there are various components in a cloud projects like platform engineering, data engineering. The platform engineering contains DevOps also. Platform automation is one of the key components. So the way we start is we start with what is AWS, what is cloud first, and why AWS is so popular. Without knowing the foundation, such as networking fundamentals, operating system, how it works, what are the components of for a laptop or for a Linux machine, what is the file system. Then we slowly navigate into the AWS core services. Why do we need, what is EC2? What are the use cases? If I want to do kind of a alerts and monitoring, what are the services to be used? How the integration between all these happens. So we cover broadly all the concepts and take a deep dive into very specific AWS services so that from day one you'll be operational. Okay. So what we assure, your foundation will be very strong in the cloud technology as well as AWS. After working in say 1 year in AWS, you can easily switch over to Azure or GCP. Azure is a cloud platform offered by Microsoft. GCP is Google Cloud Platform. The concept, the foundation remains same. Okay. Then we we enforce all the candidates to complete their assignments on time. Okay, because this is slightly intense, the same time bit fast paced also. Not that it is super fast you can't follow, but we have it has a decent pace because we have to complete many things right in the short window relatively. So we have real time labs and assignments we want you to follow, and we will definitely call each and everyone by name in the class itself to complete the assignments. Okay, not to kind of degrade and all, but we want to ensure that everyone understand the concept, everyone is making progress. That's the idea. Okay. Okay. Now question come: what if I miss one session? Don't worry, we'll have the video recording will be shared, plus class notes, plus some deck will be shared to everyone so that in the offline you can go through the video, learn things, and next class you can ask, or there will be WhatsApp group, you can ping your questions and all, we will help you. Okay, and also we will give you some inputs and guidance to get certified. So that is our very high level overview about our program.
Good points. Good points. Thank you. Any questions on that? As I said, right, we are not doing in person in the classroom anyway because of the COVID. Of course, it will be on the go-to meeting the way you joined or you all joined today, right? But as Vijay said, right, so we'll be building the strong foundation on AWS, and of course, any class that you miss, you could definitely follow through the video. So that will be shared within pretty much 24 hours. We share the video, then class content. And anything the instructor goes over in labs and all that will also be shared. Okay, and the video stays with you. I won't say forever, but definitely stays with you for a long time. You can go over as many times as you want. Okay, okay, so we are okay.
And another point, say by any chance if you're not able to really become confident, you can join the subsequent batch also. Okay.
Yeah, yeah, that's another point. If you cannot write or you are not confident by the end of this course, you can freely join the next batch or next several batches. I know during I'm talking about 3 years back, I have one student who joined at least 3 batches so on big data, and now he's making he's making 130 140k right. He started, he was even working as a I would say, right, hourly worker before he joined. But anyways, I'm just giving you are free to join as many times you. Hey, I just want to rejoin the course. Just let me know. Okay.
So another point is in our all the batches we get different kinds of people who are really experienced. In our last batch, we had some 3 4 folks who had 18 plus years of experience in data warehousing, other areas also. Okay, so 2 folks are already started working as AWS architects for various for one customer in Houston after attending a program. Okay, so how about people with no experience?
Yeah.
We make sure that they also come to the same speed in couple of sessions. In the first week or first 2 classes, you may feel that hey, I'm not getting understanding anything. Should I drop? No. We'll make sure that by half the course time, you'll be good. You'll be at par with all of the other people. There could be exceptions, but that is our general trend we have seen so far. So even if you don't have experience, that is fine. If you don't if you have experience, any programming knowledge, that is best case situation. We take it that way. Otherwise, you are in good hands.
But as I said, I did talk to many of you, right? One of the things I have always emphasized, right? Few things we do, require. It's not like you don't need to know anything and join and be successful. Of course, right? There are a few things needed, right? For example, of course, the first thing is to be completely focused, willing to learn. That's number one, and be able to finish all the labs, right? Will be given enough time and enough help to do that. And many people, and some of the people, I know, not everybody sometimes do that. Some people do neglect. I always tell them, hey, we are giving the best what you call training as well as the best best what you call assistance from 4 people in the team, and why are you not taking advantage of it, right? You are learning a technology or learning a curriculum which will kind of build your career in the life, like cloud is not going away, right? You learn this technology, it's there, going to be there for years and years, right? So that's what I tell people, realize the importance of this course. This course can take you to any level you want if you really want to focus. Okay, it's a win-win. We are not doing it for free, or you are not doing just for the sake of doing it, right? We know we all have mutual what you call understanding and mutual need as well, right? So let's understand that right from the beginning. We want you to be successful so that we'll also be successful. That's I would say straightforward. That's what we do. We want to do, right? So take advantage of that, our requirement, and make use of it. That's what I tell people. Make use of our knowledge, our vast experience of 4 people, right? Almost 70, 80 years of experience. We have combined everything. Anyway, so okay, so let's go to the details about the program without taking much time, right? We are almost close to 30 minutes. So Vijay, he was the one talking, right? So he was one of the main AWS cloud expert, right? And then that's myself. Second one is me, which my expertise again big data and cloud. So so that's where we'll be getting into Hadoop, Python, and the cloud engineering, cloud data engineering part. That's where I do focus quite a bit during the training program. We have Subham. So he is again AWS cloud expert, more than 6 certifications on cloud. He will be starting on Saturday. He will be taking over from the platform engineering part. Then the last one, Padma Kumar, he will come in and do the data engineering. In between, I will come in. Okay, so first Subham will start. He'll couple of weeks he will finish up the platform engineering. When it's a platform engineering, the basic foundational services in cloud, like Vijay talked about, what is networking, what is storage, like those fundamental or foundational capabilities you need to know before you can get to the next level. So he will cover that. Then I will come in and I will cover the big data part of it. Again, every service or every component has tons of services. We are not going to cover everything. We'll just focus on the components which will make you successful or get the job and be successful, right? So that's why it is kind of compact, but same time it covers a lot of things, and it's more, I would say, 360-degree, or it's a full round about, I would say, searching for the right term, but it makes you kind of complete. Okay. once all this, four people, we go through the next 6 weeks of training, then, once that happens, then as I said earlier, right, we get to the marketing and placement side, right? Then we say it's placement, but it's actually getting to the next level so that you can use your learning to build a project, okay? To build a end-to-end project, do it yourself and be able to explain it, right? And some of the fundamental concepts, for example, in the last I've been training, or we have been preparing few folks last few weeks. In fact, today we had one guy who was interviewed and he was going to the next level. So things like simple data warehouse concept, right? What are those, right? We cover those as well during the interview preparation, because we typically don't have time to do that during the training. So those things come in the interview preparation, because those are also some primary or fundamental requirement before you go to cloud, right? Python, the basic Python, a language, right? How to, what are the data structure of it? What are the different data types? How do I write a program, right? So basic concept. Same thing with the SQL, right? We don't teach SQL, but we focus on, hey, these are the things, go ahead and learn it, because this is, without a strong database background, it's kind of, it will be difficult for you to be successful in the job. So we kind of touch upon the areas which you need to focus. Okay. So we are very frank, very honest. We'll not say, hey, this is all easy and everything is a piece of cake, right? That's not going to happen. I'm sorry, somebody was trying to say something. So anyway, so that's the kind of, these are the 4 people, as you see here. They will be working with you for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Okay. Just stop me anytime if you have any question. This is the actual AWS full stack enablement program. As I said, we kind of divide into 3 parts. AWS platform engineering, which will get started starting Saturday, right? Couple of weeks. Then data engineering, another couple of weeks. In between, I think I should have, okay, I think the data engineering pretty much 3 weeks. There is a Python and data engineering, Python and what do you call big data part in between, right? So we put it all in data engineering, then the actual data engineering services. Okay, so that, don't worry about all those terminology and all that, you will get to know. And AWS DevOps, right? DevOps is how do you build the program, how to deploy it, all that stuff. If you know, like things like Git, Jenkins, all that, Terraform, some of the technology. Okay, so that way you are more complete, come out as a complete data engineer or AWS data engineer. Okay. The way we target or the way we prepare you guys is more towards data engineering. That means you become a more data engineer with a strong platform knowledge or strong platform foundation. Okay, that's how we don't. Yes, some people, if you just want to go on the platform engineering side, that's okay, not a problem at all. But what I have seen, people try to get to more data engineering side, which we have expertise on, right? Your big data, all that stuff is all about data engineering, right? But you need to have a strong foundation. That's where the networking, storage, all that thing comes into picture. So that's why we start with the foundation, then get to the data engineering, then do a little bit of DevOps. Then once it is all finished, we get to the preparation to get to the projects. Okay, so this is how the flow is. Okay, things can change a little bit here and there, but pretty much that is our flow. Okay, any questions here? So platform engineering, data engineering, DevOps, 3 major components of the training or of the enablement program. After that, you get to the kind of marketing mode.
Yeah. So this gives flexibility for people to choose which area they want to go. Okay. Predominantly, there are 2 areas, right? Platform engineering and DevOps combinedly, and purely data engineering. I would say 20%, 20 to 30% people would like to go for platform engineering. It's more of admin activities, those kind of activities, right? Some people, they are good in writing SQLs, programming language like Python or PySpark. They choose to go for the data engineering path. Okay. Now, if you want to move to the next level after a couple of years, want to be a tech lead or architect, you need to have a solid platform engineering knowledge also. You don't need to be an expert, but you should know that. Okay. So whatever you're learning as a platform engineering foundation, it will help you in the long run. Any questions so far?
You guys are very silent, but okay. Any questions, guys? Any questions regarding The course content, yes, we can go over the course content. This is more like what are the different components you will be studying here. But again, don't worry about all that stuff. High level, as you see here, right? Cloud,
So,
yeah. Right.
see, there's a perfect silence. Either you understood everything 100% or 0%. You didn't understand anything. If it's in between, there will be some questions, right? So, should we take as 100% or 0%?
Put down in the chat that I'm
Yeah.
100%.
Hey,
At
this is
least,
Karthik. Can you guys hear me?
yes.
Yes.
Okay. Hey, thanks Ratikant and Vijay for taking us over. I don't have any questions regarding the curriculum as such, but I do have some questions. In your opinion and from your experience, can you speak something to the degree of why AWS is better than Azure or even GCP, or do you rank them all the same? Right? Is there any particular advantage of AWS over the other cloud providers?
Yeah, that's a very good question. AWS is kind of a pioneer in the cloud technologies. So, in two ways, they are far ahead in the market. They are early in the game. One reason, they have a wide range of services. You name the use case, they have service available. So most of the customers they prefer well-established with all-round capabilities AWS. Now GCP is far behind, and they are focusing predominantly on the machine learning AI capabilities. Okay, and Azure is coming up. It's not that Azure is far behind, but AWS is still well ahead in the market when compared to Azure. Even Azure is also catching up. So the way it happens now, Oracle, uh, Karthik, I know we have worked in the past. Oracle database and SQL Server. These are two databases, right? But Oracle is well ahead than SQL Server. Do SQL has market? Yes, they do have market. But when it comes to database, on-prem database, Oracle has a larger market share and larger features meant for a full-blown enterprise-wide databases and all. Same difference here. Now, if you know Oracle, can you work in SQL Server? With some effort, you can easily work in SQL Server, right? Same thing here also. Cloud technologies concept is same. You have VPC here in AWS, you have VPC there also. Here you have a Redshift as a data warehouse database. There you have a SQL warehouse that is now they have changed the name as a Synopsys something. So the concept, technology, everything is same. You'll be using PySpark here in EMR, that is Hadoop cluster. There you'll be using Azure Data Factory or HD Insights. End of the day, you'll be writing PySpark code. Only the containers change. Contents remain same. Hope it
Yeah.
answers.
So, I mean, it does, Vijay. Thanks a lot. So, what you're saying is the underlying constructs between Azure, AWS, and GCP is more or less the same, right?
Yes.
Just that.
Yes.
Pretty
Okay.
much the
It's a
same.
market
Pretty
reach you're
much
talking
same.
about. Okay.
You learn
Thanks.
one cloud, it's very easy to go to another cloud. Very easy to learn the second other cloud. Because for example, here you have storage called S3. They are in GCP. I'm working on GCP in fact right now, and they have GCS Pocket. Same thing, block storage. Here you call it EMR, which is not nothing but a big data Hadoop cluster. Elastic MapReduce on GCP, it's called Dataproc. You go to Azure, it's called HD Insight. Same concept.
Yeah.
Same, pretty much same concept. But that being said, as I said, Azure, because it's being first in the game, right? It has many services. But right now I'm working on GCS, Google Clouds, Google GCP. There are just just few of them. There are not many. I can just count few of that's all. But they do pretty well in those areas. So
Yeah.
yeah. So yeah.
So if you take kind of a statistics in Dallas area as we speak, if there are 10 AWS customer, there'll be 4 Azure customers and maybe 1 or 2 GCP customers. That's a
GCP.
break
Okay.
as we speak.
The breakdown, but again, it's not 10. That could be hundreds anyway. But
No,
that's the
no,
kind of
that's not what I'm
So
saying.
we get the
I know.
we get the context, right? It's more like market reach is what you're talking
Market.
about. Yeah.
Yes.
Right. Thanks.
And that's why if you're starting with a new cloud, I mean, go with a cloud which has a far reach, right? So that you can get a job quickly, establish your career, learn it. Then if you want to switch to other one, that's okay. I mean, that's fine. Or it may not happen that you are just restricted to one cloud. In fact, at the end, probably you will be learning more than one cloud. That's going to happen. That's what is going to happen.
That's
So,
right. Yeah.
Okay, so this is
Just for information, people already started talking about the polycloud because all the AI ML use cases, GCP is
Mhm,
doing good. So people for data they choose AWS mainly. Some
mhm.
second is Azure, but for AI ML use case, people go for GCP.
Yeah, yeah. Even I've been hearing about use cases like that recently, Vijay. I mean, to be honest with you, right? So, like you said, right, each one of these providers has got their own pros and cons, and there are some niche technologies where one is about the other,
Yeah,
right? So, I think the trend, the latest trend is to go with the polycloud, like you said,
yeah,
right? I heard even Amazon, for that matter, AWS for the matter, they are promoting that too. I mean, to that, in their client services, if there are certain areas they recognize that GCP is ahead of them,
yeah,
and in fact, they are recommending AI/ML from GCP.
mhm.
AWS is doing that.
absolutely. Yeah. There is a one smart player in between all these things called Snowflake.
Hmm.
They leverage storage of AWS, GCP, and Azure. Okay, and they they keep their own servers, but storage is kept in the all these cloud providers, and they make money out of that.
Yeah, it's a big player now. In fact,
There is big
I yeah, I work for CVS Health here in Dallas, right? We have all three clouds. We have AWS, we have Azure, we have GCP, and GCP. So anyway, and we have Snowflake too. In fact, that implementation is going on right now. So since I know AWS, it was easy for me to pick up GCP. I just looked at it. Hey, it's just exactly the same, right? Just a little bit difference in the look and feel, but pretty much the same. But anyway, the point I'm trying to make, or we are trying to make, is if you are in IT, cloud is a must. The cloud is, no matter what role, whether a database developer, C++, C, whatever you are doing, right? Or you are just a Tableau reports developer, cloud is a must if you want to succeed. If you want to stay safe, I would say, safe in the sense, safe in your job in the long run. This is
yeah,
the most safest area to stay in this game for a long time.
yeah. You
That's what I
see,
could say.
yeah, just like you must know SQL, right, to work in the industry. The whole industry, cloud is a kind of a mandatory knowledge you have to have
Yeah, yeah.
to work in any area. Yeah, let's move on. You have only 10 more
Okay,
minutes.
all right. Yes, yeah. Okay. So I will not go into the details, but these are some of the things we'll be covering in the class. Again, it's not limited to this. And here are some of the data engineering stuff. As you see, Python will be covering some of the basic foundational concepts of any language. That's why we cover Python. Hadoop fundamentals, here we primarily cover a couple of things, Hive and Spark, which are primarily top skill sets. It's pretty much everywhere, right? And those are used on AWS as well. And here are some AWS projects, like what are the database concept, what is the data lake concept, building data lakes in AWS, building batch processing pipeline, building streaming pipeline. So these are some of the things. And using the components, as you see here, S3, Lambda, Glue, Redshift, DynamoDB, Athena, QuickSight, Kinesis. So using these data services, how to build, how to create projects, how to solve a customer problem, right? Which could be ingesting, bringing some data in, creating reports on top of it. How do I do that using this service? That's what we'll walk you through with a real life example. Okay, and that's where you get the confidence. Oh, it's not just about learning these technologies. We know how to do it. Okay, we know how to do it, and with some programming, you can drag, drop this, whatever it is, right? So you can pretty much create that, right? And at the end, as you see your AWS DevOps, now how do I deploy it? Where do I save my code? How do I maintain the what you call the version do all my version controlling, right? What's the ID? Where do I do my Python development? PyCharm, right? Right, Jenkins, how to automate this thing, right? So these are some of the things we'll touch upon Azure, so that you are not like going to job, you don't know part of it, right? You are pretty much um, every aspect of the development, right? So that's the kind of goal. Certification, of course, with this knowledge you can go for associate solutions architect certification, or you can go with the first one, cloud foundation, right? That you can go with. It's always good to have a certification. Without certification you can also get a job. It's not mandatory, but it's also good to have it. If you can have it, that's great, and you can do that yourself after this class. Okay, I'll not go details into what all this terminology is, what's the topic is, but high level, as I said, platform engineering, data engineering, DevOps, right? Then go to the project, do it yourself. That's how you build your confidence. That's the kind of summary if you want to just take from this demonstration. Okay, and this is where we will stay with you, work with you, right? And there will be incrementally, you will grow as you see there week after week, you will be knowing new things. By the time you are 6th week, now you'll be able to do a small project end to end, right? Then that gives the confidence. Okay, now I can go and talk about it in the interview and as well as do it, right? With our help, as when you go with our company, right? We will provide that help as well. I mean, this is as simple as that. I mean, just to summarize the, what we do here. Okay. Very quickly, how the schedule looks like 2 weeks, as I said, again, things could change a little bit. It's not hard and fast to like exactly has to be 2 weeks, right? Things do change, but approximately, right? This is what how it is laid out. 2 weeks platform engineering starting this coming weekend. 2 weeks data engineering, which has a Python, Hadoop, all that stuff, and AWS data engineering. Project interview preparation, as I said, project part we take another 2 weeks, so 6 weeks of enablement or training. Okay, then people, those who are ready, we take them to the next level and do the preparation and placement in another 4 to 6 weeks, which could potentially take, again, some people get a job in 2 weeks, some people take 4 weeks. It depends, right? Person to person. So that's how it is structured. Okay. Yes, as you see here, we are starting this Saturday. Time is 9 a.m. in the morning, Saturday and Sunday, 9 to 1. Both the days, Saturday, Sunday, weekends, 4 for 8 hours. Weekdays, so far we have been doing Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. If there are in concern, we can change it a little bit here and there. But one of the instructor, I mean Subham, he's okay with 6:30 even. So he joins from India, and first few classes he can start at even 5:30. He gets about 5:30 anyway. So that also he's okay. So again, it could be changed from 6:30 p.m. to 9 p.m. CST. Okay, or so these things can be adjusted a little bit here and there, but primarily, as you see here, 6 hours weekdays, 2 hours, 3 days, and 4 for 8 hours on weekends. Total 14 hours every week, goes on for 6 weeks. Okay. Any questions on the curriculum or on the schedule of the course itself? Any question on overall program itself?
So Aishwarya, do you have any question? Feel free to ask. We can ask now or later. We are fine. Are you good so far, Aishwarya? Aishwarya, can you hear us? This is a meeting the class.
Make your you are mute. If you are talking, you have to unmute yourself. So just in case.
Ratikant, this is Yashaswini. I have a question.
Yeah.
So with zero knowledge of Hadoop or Python, by the end of 6th week, we will be able to manage with developing projects, right?
So when you say zero knowledge of Python and Hadoop, yes, I'm not expecting you need to know anything on the Hadoop, by the way. So, and some people even don't know anything in Python, but you have the basic programming skills on any language, as long as you have that, and some SQL background, right? How does the database work a little bit, right? I'm not teaching starting from, hey, what is a table, right? So as long as you have those basic skills, yes, you can do that, not a problem.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not expecting you to know anything on Hadoop in fact. You can
No,
start from start.
You'll be writing code from the 4th week itself, maybe 3rd week itself.
Okay, we'll put in our 100% effort. If we do that, I think we should be good by 4th or 5th week, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's
as you rightly said, we are expecting the commitment from you.
yeah, that's the number one. Because I have seen people, every kind of people have been successful. It is not about what people knew. You see, I've been training this for last 5 to 6 years. It's my 6th year, right? I've probably trained more than 350, 400 people, right? There are students, as I said, I always say there was a McDonald's salesman. He's now working as a big data developer for last 6 years. There are people coming from chemical engineering background. He's, making in Boston, he's working, right, making 130, 40, 150, working for JP Morgan right now. So people come from many different backgrounds. They have been successful. It's their commitment which made them successful. It's not about, they knew something and, but, and they become successful. No, that I have seen every people from every background. It's what difference is the commitment. That's what I've seen. People, you have the basic foundation of any, basic IT. People have, as I said, right? I'm not saying you don't know anything. You can succeed. Yes, you can. You have to put more efforts. But we just make it easy. We just make it easy that this 10 different things and you get to the job. Then of course in the job you'll have to struggle for 6 months. This is part of any new career anyway. That's expected. But we'll show you that path. So yeah. Okay.
And as I said, there will be people to support you also.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Okay.
Actually,
Thank
you're
you.
good. Actually, you're good. Any question? There, do you have any question? Are you okay now? You can ask question later also. We are always here to help you. Ilango, you're good.
Yeah, I was just gonna follow up on something, right?
Yeah.
Then, so I understand that we're doing AWS data engineer, and I think that calls for like having an AWS account. If we're doing any hands-on practice. Now, is that something that we're gonna have to get an account AWS to an account?
So
Yeah.
again, if I heard it right, you are looking at the AWS practice account, right? So yes, you will have your own individual AWS account, right? And you will be, creating your own account. In fact, those information will be sent out tomorrow so that you can go ahead and send and create the accounts. And again, if you think about, yes, is there a cost to that? So if you can go with a free tier, most of the services will be pretty much free. But when you go to paid services, things like Redshift, EMR, all that stuff, right? You practice it, you sort it out, right? So for example, for me, I probably pay a $4 to $6 a month for my training for my own practice. So if you just be careful not to let it run, some of the services which are not free tier, maximum, if that's your question, yes, you will have your own account, you will be doing practice in there. So that way you track what you will be. But from cost standpoint, you can definitely control it within $10 a month. And how many months you need? 2-3 months, $10 each month. That should be sufficient for you to learn. $10 to $15.
Yeah. So we have another maybe 7 minutes. Do you have any question? Karthik, we spoke. Jerry,
No, I'm
Sripriya,
good.
Sripriya, do you have any question? You're good.
No question.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Supriya, you're good.
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Good. So feel free to ask questions. You can send email. You can call me or Ratikan. We are always help. So next step would be we'll sending an email with uh, details of creating an account. Some things you should install upfront before starting the class. Those things we'll share.
Yeah, we'll do that. I'll do that today itself. I know there is an enrollment part. Some people have enrolled, some people haven't. That's okay. I'll take care of that by tomorrow. Don't worry, even if you can't enroll by Saturday, that's fine. You can still all can join, and we can take care of all this enrollment process by this weekend. Okay, so nothing to worry about. Don't worry about, hey, I'm not enrolled and all that. Go ahead and you can join, and you can we can take care of all that process. We are here 6 weeks. I'm not worried whether you will enroll under, not enroll, study and run away. I'm not afraid. Okay, so free to join on Saturday even if you have not enrolled. But definitely call me or I'll talk to you individually to get you enrolled.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that there was an enrollment form or a process.
Yeah, there's
Was
no
there a
sorry, who is talking? Cypriya, right? Okay, I think okay. Okay, maybe okay. I'll probably okay, but I think your email ID was not earlier there. I think Vijay, I think you sent me the her email ID later on, right? Okay, so let me reply in the email. Okay, I'll
Okay.
get you the details.
Thank you.
All right, if you don't have any other questions, definitely we'll talk more, and tomorrow we'll try to close any other questions you guys have. You just reach out to me individually or to Vijay and email us back, right? And we'll get started on Saturday morning. And in the meantime, right, as I said, we'll send you the instruction to download some few things, get your account created, and we'll at least see if we can get our enrollment completed as well. Okay, as I said, no, I mean, if you can't get it done, we still have the till the weekend. We'll finish it up. Okay. Thank you so much. If you don't have any question, we can close here and see you all on Saturday morning. I'll send you the details. It is exactly the same link or same GoToMeeting that you used today. That's the same link you will be using for the next 6 to 8 weeks. But I will be, once you all confirm, it'll be good if you can just drop me an email. Hey, I do confirm, right? And I will send me your phone number. I'll be creating a WhatsApp group for this batch. Also, I'll be creating a Google group for discussion. There are two things will happen. Then video will be produced too. So those are some of the operational stuff. We'll make sure, right? You are all connected with me within the group, right? I can text you, hey, class is 5 minutes delayed, 10 minutes delayed, or we can write all those things. I can keep you informed if we have a WhatsApp group. Okay.
So we will be getting recorded videos after each day's session.
Yes. Recorded video, class material, as well as the instructor writes down, right, while he's working on the session, he will be writing a lot of stuff, right? And those also, the class notes will also be shared, class notes, video, and the PDF document that goes along with it, because we have, for every topic we have in separate PDF document.
Okay.
Those will be shared along with every class at the end of the class, typically the same day.
Okay. Thank you, Ratikant.
All right. Thank you so much. Thank you all of you. We'll see you on Saturday.